basically, what are some strategies that you're putting in place to say, okay, how do I get this interview, and how do I do well in the interview in a space where people are just like learning continuously?
Yeah. The So yeah, and I agree. Ondig was and is still a very special place. I was there for a year and a half, and the amount of or the talent density was pretty incredible. I always told the recruiter, Julia, how amazing, how an amazing job she did, because she was able to find very similar people with the same ethos of, like I said earlier, urgency, ownership. And so when I think about, how people joined, and even how, like, I remember hiring, I got hired, but then I hired a few people under my team. Um, I would say that the single most important factor, or the single thing that connected all of the people there, all the employees, uh, was this ethos of giving, right, paying it forward, and building for ecosystem impact. So there was no one at On Deck that I can remember ever saying something along the lines of, this is not my job, or talk to someone else, or I'm not going to do this. It was actually the opposite. It was, everybody thought, or everybody believed that, in this case, you were mentioning the On Deck angel investment community, right? Like, you're building for a specific audience. So it's people who are trying to become angel investors, learn more about that craft. I was in a different part of the company where we're actually helping people get jobs at startups. So I'm giving them some of the tools they needed for job interviews to prepare to find the jobs. But we were all helping the ecosystem, and our ecosystem was the tech world, right? For a long time, our vision was to increase the startup GDP. And so you do that by helping founders, helping people get jobs in the startups, by helping get investors together in the community where they would be the ones hopefully financing some of this ventures. So it's this concept of wanting to make ecosystem impact that for that specific company worked. But if you extrapolate to a lot of the other communities that you see today, I would say this is the same. It's the same DNA that keeps communities and people building those communities together, is that ability and willingness to do something that it's just beyond impact of your job, but actually impact at the ecosystem level.